There's no denying that crypto prices and mining profits are really low right now compared to just over a year ago. So how does this affect my mining strategy, and what am I doing to maximize my potential profits this year? And most importantly, what coins am I actually mining on my GPU rigs, and what am I planning to mine on these CPU rigs and ASIC miners that I'm buying? And also, if you stay until the end of the video, I'm going to explain why I chose to mine those specific coins, so don't click off early or you'll miss it. That's what's coming up in this video, but first, a quick word from our sponsor.
Introducing the Octominer Octotank 12 Home Immersion Cooling System, the future of cryptocurrency mining and home heating. Quiet, cool, and efficient. The Octotank 12 allows you to overclock your ASIC miners up to 70% to get more performance for your money. Compatible with up to 2 ASICs. Fully plug-and-play system. The immersion system ensures that your miners stay cool. Perfect for garage or basement heating. Up to 150 square meters of heating capacity. Clean and minimalist design. Fully weatherproof. Designed to last for years. Save money while keeping your home warm and cozy this winter. Order yours now.
So, as I alluded to earlier, I'm currently in the process of upgrading my mining farm by buying some new GPUs, CPUs, and ASICs for mining. I've got a full video on what I'm buying and why that you can check out after this video. I'll link that in the description below. Now, before we get into this, I just want to make clear that nothing I say in this video, or in any other video for that matter, is ever any kind of financial advice or anything like that, alright? So, with that out of the way, let's quickly talk about the previous crypto market cycles and how we can use them to make an educated guess about what might happen in the future. So if we look back, it seems like we see a big bull run in the crypto market almost like clockwork every 4 years. And why is that? Well, it seems to be linked to Bitcoin's block reward halving, which happens roughly once every 4 years. Now, the super quick explanation of what that means is basically that new coins are minted and paid out to miners every time a new block is written on the blockchain for a certain coin. However, using Bitcoin as an example here, roughly every 4 years the amount of coins that are minted and paid out to miners for each block is cut in half. And since there's always the same amount of blocks written every day, that effectively means that the supply of new coins and the revenue paid out to miners is cut in half every 4 years. This of course then means that the demand for this coin will start to increase as there's now less new coins coming onto the market. And since Bitcoin is still the biggest coin around, with a big chunk of all crypto trades going via BTC, that means that when the price of Bitcoin goes up, most other crypto prices tend to increase with it. So if we see the same pattern play out again, where the block reward halving leads to a bull market, that means the next crypto bull market will be in 2025, probably with the peak towards the end of the year. And actually most of you guys seem to think so too, based on a recent poll I did here on my channel, where almost 70% of you said that you think the next bull market will be in 2025, and an additional 17% of you even thought it might come even earlier than that. So why did I bring all of that up? Well, to help explain the reason for my current mining strategy, which is to mine and then hold all of the coins I'm mining. Now, I mean literally not selling a single coin. And that is because if this cycle does play out again and we do see another bull market in 2025, that then obviously means that any coin I mine now could be worth many times more if I sell then instead of now. Meaning that what might look like a $1 per day mining profitability right now could actually turn out to be a $10 or $20 per day profit when I actually sell the coin. But that brings me to my next point here, which is how different coins have different potential to grow coming into the next bull market. So let's look at the last crypto market cycle. You have the big coins like Bitcoin that went from around $7,000 in 2019 to around $60,000 at its peak in 2021. So roughly a 8.5 times increase in price. You then have some slightly smaller coins like Ethereum, which went from $150 in 2019 to $4,500 at the peak in 2021, which is a 30 times increase in price. And then finally, you have some of the tiny coins that absolutely exploded in value, like Flux, which went from just about 2 cents per coin in 2019 to over $3 at the peak, which is an insane 150 times increase. And just for reference, that means that if you had $100 worth of Bitcoin in 2019, that would be worth $850 in 2021. If you had $100 in Ethereum in 2019, it would be worth $3,000 in 2021. And if you had $100 worth of Flux, it would be worth an eye-watering $15,000 in 2021. But of course, with great potential also comes great risk, and for every small coin that does an over 100 times increase like Flux did, there could be 100 other coins that just crash and burn and you could lose all of your money. So that brings me to what my actual mining strategy is going to be this year. I've already told you that I will be mining and holding all of the coins that I mine, and I will do that by paying the electricity for my mining out of pocket. Basically, I see mining as a way to invest into crypto at a discount. For example, if I'm mining $3 of crypto per day and paying $2 in power, well, that's basically like buying crypto at a 33% discount. This, of course, requires that the mining actually is profitable. More on that in a little bit. But my goal with this is to use mining as a way to build a diverse crypto portfolio with a good mix of big, medium, and small coins, which should give me both some safety and some potential for a few of the coins to potentially grow astronomically like Flux did in the last market cycle. So, what are these coins and how am I planning to mine them? Well, let's start by talking about CPU and GPU mining. So, I have made a list of GPU and CPU mineable coins that I do want to stack for the next potential bull market in 2025. On that list, at least to start, I've got Flux, 𝗧, Zilliqa, Ravencoin, Monero, Caspa, Ergo, Alephium, and maybe some Meow coin for fun as well. Now, it is very possible that I might add some more coins to this list as well, as we see some of the new projects like Dynex, Radiant or Nexa mature a bit. I'm also keeping an eye on Ironfish. I actually got a video coming out on what that is soon here on the channel, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that. But my main strategy for GPU and CPU mining is that I will only mine any of these coins if it is actually profitable to do so. And if nothing is profitable, I will shut the rigs off. Thankfully, so far it seems that GPU mining profitability has actually been pretty steady for the past few months, with coins like Nexa, Caspa, Dynex, Radiant and Alephium being somewhat consistently profitable at my 13 cents per kilowatt hour electricity rate. And for those of you who are curious as to what I am mining right now on my GPU rigs, I've been dual mining Caspa and Zilliqa for a while. But what about the other coins that I want to stack that might not ever be profitable to mine? How am I planning on acquiring those through mining if I don't want to mine at a loss? Well, the surprise on how I'm planning to do that is unfortunately going to be ruined by this quick word from our sponsor. unMineable is a service that lets you mine like normal on your GPU or ASIC rigs, but be paid out in over 70 different cryptos, most of which are, well, unMineable. This is a great service for those of you who might want to build a diverse crypto portfolio without having to go through the hassle of giving away your personal information, paying exchange fees, and triggering taxable events when buying coins. Thanks to unMineable, you also don't have to make the choice between mining the most profitable coin and mining the coin that you actually want to hold long term. For example, my Jazz miner is the only rig in my farm that's been consistently profitable since the ETH merge. However, it mines Ethereum Classic, which isn't really a coin that I'm too keen on holding personally. But with unMineable, I can keep that same level of mining profitability, but be paid in different coins I actually do want to hold, like maybe Dogecoin or Flux or Bitcoin. So check out unMineable through the link in the video description and get started today. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna use unMineable, but please just know that they are not paying me to say that. This was actually something I was planning to do since before they even sponsored me, and you guys know that I very purposely keep the sponsored sections of the video separate, like what you just watched, so that I am then free to say whatever I want in the rest of the videos, and so that you guys can trust that I am not being paid to say anything outside of those ad reads. And with that said, I want to talk about the two ASIC miners I am planning on getting, the L7 and the E9 Pro. And as I said in the previous video where I explained why I'm getting those specific miners, there was also another reason for specifically choosing those two. And that reason is, well, you guessed it, that they mine algorithms that are supported by unMineable. So basically that means that I can buy those two miners and get that nice profitability that they currently have, even now during this bear market, but I can have that profitability paid out to me in any of the coins that I actually want to hold. And on top of the coins that I already mentioned, some additional coins I want to stack using this method are Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, and maybe even some Ethereum, Cardano, and Shiba Inu. So basically, that is my plan. Use these ASICs to mine all those coins that would either be unprofitable to mine directly, like for example Ravencoin currently, or that you can't even mine to begin with, like Cardano. Now, I'm still adding some coins to this list of cryptos that I want to hold going into the next potential bull market. But I thought I'd finish the video by showing you guys some of the things I look at to see if I'm interested in holding a coin or not. So the obvious thing is, of course, to do research into the actual coin projects you are interested in and become active in their communities, and use all of that to gauge whether or not you think a coin is worth holding and has the potential to grow in the next bull run. But if you don't have time for that, I'm going to show you what I'm looking at to get a quick idea of how I think a coin might perform in the next bull market. Now, to reiterate, this is not financial advice, okay? But I want to start by bringing up an example of a coin that I'm not very interested in holding, and that is Dash. So if we look at this all-time price chart for Dash here, there are immediately two things that jump out to me as somewhat of red flags here. The first one is that Dash performed better in the bull run of 2017 than it did in the bull run of 2021. Which of course right away makes you think that it will perform even worse in the next potential bull run. But the other thing, which is the main thing I look at, is what the low point was before the 2021 bull run and what it was after. And what really worries me about Dash is that it crashed down lower after the 2021 bull run than it was before. So take that in comparison to something like Ethereum Classic, that not only performed much better in 2021 than it did in 2017, but we can also see that it landed significantly higher after the 2021 bull market compared to where it was before that bull run. Now, I am very curious to hear both what your mining strategies are for this year and what you guys are doing to stay profitable, and also what coins you guys are stacking for the next potential bull market. So please let me know down in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you down there, I guess.